This program is one of a series which accompanies the General Electric LM2500 instructions for the replacement of the first stage high-pressure compressor rotor blades. It is designed as a supplement to the printed work package found in the maintenance manual. To replace any of the S.S.R blades, first the compressor stator casing must be open. For a detailed description of the procedure for opening and closing the forward compressor stator casing, refer to the maintenance manual. When working on the open compressor section, extreme care must be taken to prevent any foreign objects from entering the gas generator. Remove all objects from shirt pockets. Do not lay tools or parts on top of the compressor or on the flanges of the lower casing. If any object accidentally falls into the compressor section, stop all operations immediately and remove the object. Do not leave the gas generator unattended while the compressor case is open unless the open compressor section is covered properly. A complete set of 36 Stage 1 compressor rotor blades may be replaced. This may be done blade by blade, provided that the old blades are replaced with new blades of the same pan weight within 0.5 of a gram. An alternate method allows the entire stage of blades to be replaced by utilizing a computer program for balancing, which is available through a General Electric field service representative. In this demonstration, only a few blades will be replaced. If many blades are to be replaced, it is important to position mark the disc and all of the blades before removal. Use an approved felt tip marker or its equivalent. Be sure to record the direction of the removal, preferably clockwise, aft looking forward. Using a feeler gauge, measure and record the minimum clearance between the Stage 1 blades and the compressor casing at the horizontal split line. Keep a written record of all the blade numbers and the respective minimum clearances. To begin the blade removal, use the special tool set 1C805 tool. This consists of the P08 anvil, the P09 impact tool, the P03 aft clamp ring, and the P07 forward clamp ring. The P08 anvil fits into the P07 groove, which in turn screws together with the P03 ring. The P09 will be used to unbend the tabs of the blade retainers. Place the P08 anvil against the front of the Stage 1 disc and behind the air seal. Position the anvil at the blade marked number 1. Place the P03 clamp ring on the aft side of the disc. Install the P07 clamp ring on the forward side of the disc. Fit the P08 anvil tool into the P07 groove. Secure the front clamp ring to the aft clamp ring with the 3 bolts provided, taking care not to drop any bolts into the lower case. Note that these clamps will have to be loosened and repositioned around the disc in order to remove blades at other locations. Bend the forward tabs of the retainer away from the blade with the wedge-shaped edge of the P09 impact tool. Do not strike the tab bending tools hard. Tap them gently. Use care to prevent scratching the blade or the disc. Straighten the tabs using the square edge of the tool. Then remove the clamp rings and the anvil. During the removal of the blades, take care to prevent damage to the disc or the seals. Remove the blade retainer from the aft side of the disc using a plastic bar and a mallet to tap the retainer at the forward side of the disc. These blade retainers are not reusable, so discard the ones removed. Now remove the blade itself by pushing down, radially inward, and then sliding the blade out the forward side of the disc. Be aware that the position marking may be wiped off during the blade handling. If necessary after removal, remark the blade position on the airfoil using a felt tip pen. When the blades to be replaced have been removed, select the appropriate number of new replacement blades. These new blades must be measured and weighed carefully and be compared by weight and size to the old blades. Refer to the maintenance manual for a detailed description of the procedure for weighing the old and new blades. The final pan weight of each replacement blade must be within 5/10 of a gram of the original blade to ensure that the rotor balance is maintained. Some of the squealer tip may need to be filed down to conform to the size and weight requirements for minimum clearance and balance. In most cases, the General Electric field service representative will carry out the procedure required to balance the rotor. For a detailed description of the blade selection and balancing, refer to the printed work package in the maintenance manual. Now position mark any new blade with the same number as is marked on the old blade it replaces. Install a protector over the seals between the Stage 1 and Stage 2 discs. Slide the new blade into the disc dovetail from the forward side of the disc. Install the blade into its assigned location. Attach the 1C8000 spreader fixture to the installed blades to twist them so that the last blade may be inserted. Pull the blade radially outward and insert a retainer under the blade dovetail from the rear of the disc. Use new blade retainers only. Make certain that the retainer is seated against the aft side of the blade. Use a plastic bar and a light mallet to seat the retainer. Using the 2C6599 tool, pre-bend the tabs of the retainer. Before bending, be sure that the tool is seated on the retainer tab. Use a plastic bar to hold the retainer forward during the pre-bend. Loosen the knob end screws on the 1C8000 and remove this tool. Now position the 2C6600 seating tool marked Stage 1 on the Stage 1 blade retainer tabs. The leg of the seating tool marked FWD must be set on the forward side of the disc. Apply hydraulic pressure to seat the retainer tab. The pump bypass should be set to 8,000 pounds per square inch gauge. Repeat the seating operation for the other tabs. If the seating tool 2C6600 is not positioned correctly before the hydraulic pressure is applied, damage to the blade or to the disc could result. Do not allow the seating tool to drop onto the air seals after the hydraulic pressure is released. To inspect for the proper seating of the retainer, attempt to insert feeler stock between the retainer and the disc on both the forward and aft sides of the disc. Record the feeler stock measurements from each side for each retainer installed. The total combined measurement of both sides must not exceed 25 thousandths of an inch at the maximum for each retainer installed. Replace the retainer if this maximum limit is exceeded. After each bending operation, inspect the retainer for cracks using a bright light, an inspection mirror, and a 10 times magnifying glass. Pay particular attention to the bend areas. Then, re-inspect the blades for the minimum radial clearance at the horizontal split line using feeler stock. Compare this measurement to the original minimum clearance recorded earlier. Make any of the necessary corrections by stoning or replacing the blade, then record the new clearances. This completes the replacement of the first stage high-pressure compressor rotor blades. For a detailed description of how to close the compressor forward stator case and how to perform the gas turbine operational checkout, refer to the work package in the maintenance manual for the General Electric Marine and Industrial LM2500 gas turbine.